So here we go, Rusty. Week number 1 of the holiday season of Russ Courtnall. Is it your birthday?
It was on June 2nd.
June 2nd, same as my brother.
Nice. The one who knocked you out?
Yeah. No, he's June 3rd.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the other brother I lost, God bless his soul. Yeah, he was June 2nd. My other brother who knocked me out, I don't hear from him much anymore. No, we do. We talk. Rusty, this week on the show, we finally got your brother on.
Yeah.
Jeff, and you guys have a fantastic relationship. You've probably never not got along, I'm assuming.
Oh, there was times when we didn't get along, especially growing up as kids. We didn't really like each other. We protect. Really? Yeah, we didn't. He was, he wanted to hang out with me and my friends, and we're like, piss off. We don't want to hang out with you. But when I was 17, we became close, and then 18
right.
We had 17, 18. I think we had one more fight, and then that was it. Our stepdad.
I wouldn't fight your brother.
No,
Jeff.
I know it wasn't. It wasn't much of a fight.
Right.
But our stepdad broke it up, and he started crying, going, "You guys are supposed to love each other, not hate each other." And then kind of that day on, we started getting along better. And then after our careers, he went through some school or therapy, and I think he wanted me to be more like him, and I wanted him to be more like me, and so
sure,
that was always that's kind of what got us into disagreements or arguments and stuff. But
right.
we've always since pros we've really looked after each other, I guess.
You talked about so much in the interview, Russ. What if you had to pick sort of the best times with your brother Jeff over all the years? I know as we get older, we all get a little more maudlin, a little more emotional about just getting together is good, and kids and nephews and nieces and all that. But what about growing up when you guys played hockey?
It was fun when we played junior hockey together because we were both having success.
Right.
And he was looking after me, on the ice, off the ice, and so that was a fun time. We only played 1 year together, and then he turned pro. And so that was a blast. I mean, starting to go out together and
sure,
travel together. It was fun.
And the Stanley Cup.
No, well, he won a Stanley Cup, but
yeah,
fuck off.
Yeah,
he won.
I know that.
I didn't.
I know. I didn't think I had to remind you that.
The next year, I lost the Stanley Cup to Calgary, and I really thought I was going to win. I thought it was destiny. He won the year before in '88. I'm in the finals, '89. Courtnall. It sounded so good.
So
too
good
to be true.
Yeah.
It was too good.
So it was Courtnall. Oh,
yeah. Posting out. We lost to Calgary 4-2.
The end of the interview, I often hear this question. I always, when the interviewers ask the interviewee, what's your legacy? And I always go, fuck, that's a dumb question. Who the fuck knows what a guy's legacy is? And yet you guys have a great one. And Jeff and you both talk about it at the end of the interview, about the mark that you've left on, an indelible mark that you've left on Victoria and Vancouver and the stuff you've done. And I really enjoyed that sort of 5 minutes straight where we talked about the dough that you guys raised and everything. And he's this guy was in a dark place, Russ, your brother, and he talks about it in this interview.
And he's such a proud guy that he doesn't share a lot, and we don't, maybe because of the way we were brought up, and then after my dad died, we buried that for so many years. We didn't tell the truth until many, many years later. And I think we have that in us, that we protect ourselves, and we're open, but we're not always 100% open, and he's definitely falls in that category. And so I ask him, how are you doing? And he'll say, okay, but I don't dig in. And
right.
He, because of the post-concussion syndrome, he's affected more than most. And
right.
Yeah, he's he told me, he said to me once, he goes, "I've been to some dark places." And I didn't ask him what that meant. He didn't really have to tell me, but he's the fitness and being busy and he's one of those guys that just has to work. Like I always say to people that if Jeff tomorrow made $1 billion, he would drive the same truck and he'd still want to work. Like he wouldn't go golf, and he might go fishing more, but he wouldn't like all of a sudden retire like some people would. He's that guy. He loves building fences. He loves fixing stuff and creating things, but he's got a entrepreneurial brain and he loves to work. Where I have no frickin' problem being retired.
I was just gonna say,
I was retired for 16 years, and my buddy said something, and I said nobody does retirement better than me.
No one does. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
I did get bored once in a while, but not that often.
No, I don't think you do. No, I don't. I think it's always just one White Claw away, Russ.
Yeah. Okay.
If things get a little tiresome. Anyway, that and a lot more in that interview with Jeff. So tune in, folks. It was a fantastic hour that we spent with him. And Rusty, I got nothing.
All right.
I got nothing for you. Okay, go back.
I gotta go to the clubhouse. Brendan Morrow made his famous chili.
Your story in the interview with Jeff about the guys wanted to go away without the wives, so they told them they were going fishing, but they went
Hunter
to Hawaii.
And Semenko.
How they managed to get through that. Enjoy it, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in, and I'm Jungle Jim, and he's Russ Courtnall, and we'll be back many times. Watch our Facebook Live. This is it right here. See you later, Rusty.